Hello. So, I got this delivered to me this morning. Okay, this is something I've been looking forward to. As you can see, I got some Magic the Gathering proxy cards that I've printed from Office Max. I think that's the name of the place in front of me right here. I also have found these. There's 12 commander decks. Each deck has 100 cards. For a cent per card, essentially. And then we're gonna take a look today at the qualities comparing between this, the card I found on a website, card I printed myself, and cards, the original Magic cards. Okay, I'm very excited. I've been waiting quite a bit for this package to get here. We have a little bit a new format today, because I have to show you guys the cards in person. But if you just got in here, welcome, settle down, right? We will do the unboxing first, and then we're gonna compare these cards. Okay, and I'm gonna help you if you want to get these cards. Just let me know. All right. So first thing first, we're gonna do some unboxing. And by the way, let me explain to you what it means while I'm doing this. All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome in. Come in. Just settle down. The concept of proxy cards. Cards can get very expensive. Okay, especially Magic the Gathering. If you play Magic, it is crazy expensive. Some cards can go up to crazy numbers. So, for example, the One Ring that was sold for $2 million. Only one print in the world, right? It gets expensive, these hobbies. What I'm saying is you got to find a way to maintain your spending and these hobbies. So you find creative ways to come up with getting cheap cards. So proxy came to my mind. It didn't come to my mind, but I saw people doing this. They print their own cards, right? So I went to print my own cards. So this is the best result I can get without owning a printer, going to a specific service, and then print it, right? Finding my own file and doing all of that. My day is good. So this is what we're gonna start with today. You're helping your dad? Okay, great, Eddie. Good job on helping your dad. By the way, if you see me talking, is because I'm talking to people that are watching it live. If you ever catch me live on any of the platform, come by and say hi, right? So, yeah, let me get this situated real quick so I can see everybody chatting. Okay. So here it comes again. Magic the Gathering, long history with playing the game. We're gonna do a little unboxing, opening this box first, because I can't wait to see my commander decks that are all proxies, right? So one thing I want to make sure you guys know about proxies, right? They are probably the cheapest way to enjoy the game of Magic without paying a whole lot of money, right? I mean, to be honest, you don't actually need to pay a lot of money to start to play Magic, because I remember there's a time where you can walk into a card store or a board game store, any store of that type. They will simply hand you starter decks for free. But I don't think that's the case anymore. So it is pretty sad that you have to actually spend some money to get into this card game. Now these cards that you see on my desk here, so each one of these cards costs a lot. If I were to buy the original card of each print, right, they will cost a lot of money. And I know, for example, can I find an example of a card that costs probably like $500 that I printed, that I wanted to test out, right? So these are tests, because you realize I haven't cut them. They're printed on very thick paper stock to mimic the weight and the feel of the actual Magic cards, right? So where's that card? Oh, right here. So I wanted to make this deck that's pretty strong, and then it's a commander deck, and then the commander of the deck is this guy right here, right? So this specific print of card, if you were to find it on the market, I'm pretty sure it's, should I look it up? I could look it up afterwards, but I'm pretty sure it's $500 or so. Get this one single card, all right? And I printed all of these proxies, the whole deck, 100 cards, all right, right here. I printed all of these for $15. All right, so this is 100 cards that I printed for $15 at Office Depot, not only a printer, right? And this card, singly-handed, costs $500. So as you can see, it is insanely expensive to get into a game like this. Now, what I found is with these type of cards that I printed, the reason why I haven't cut them is, first of all, I'm a little OCD, right? You see, these needs to be cut very nicely, and then the corner needs to be rounded in order for these cards to be fitted into sleeves, right? And they need to look nice. And to be honest, when I look at this on the screen, when you look at this on the screen, I don't know how much you can see, but it does not look the prettiest, in my personal opinion. So if I take this and I investigate this closely, I can tell, oh, this is a printed card because of the pixels. Might have to do with the type of paper material this is, or the type of printer that it was at Office Max, right? So I can tell right away these cards does not have good clarities, right? It will give it away. If you look at it from afar, it might look like a Magic card, Let me see if I can find. Oh shoot. Let me see if I can find an actual Magic card so you can compare the two, right? So, for example, what we have here is Magic card that's in the sleeve, right? So once I take it out of the sleeve, then you can compare this with the printed card. Obviously, the card on the right, the original Magic card, is processed, right? It's heavily processed. It's just not printed directly onto a sheet like this, right? So if you put it side by side, besides the size difference, right? Besides the size difference, if you really truly look at the details, the difference, you can tell the one on the left, right? We're just comparing the text, the quality of the print. It's close, but it's not. Because when you look at this card up and close, you know this is a real card. There's not a lot of pixel. It just looks clean. But if you look this card close, you'll see some pixels. All right. So these proxies you can print by yourself. Maybe okay. So this is my first time printing these. Maybe because I haven't tested all the paper stocks, and then I know some people print them on sticker cards, and then they printed them on the glossy ones, right? Because you know there is a shine to the actual Magic card. It's not completely glossy, but a little shiny, right? And then they print it on sticker, and then they tear the stickers and put it onto the heavy stock, right? And then so it makes feel like it's a real Magic card, because real Magic card that's really firm, right? And then these are more flimsy because it's only one sheet. But if you just put them, if you cut them, put them into a sleeve, I guarantee they'll do the job, right? So these 100 card cost me $15 to print, right? You can count the cost for that. What I'm gonna show you is what I found, possibly the best way, right? So I have a friend who is very good at these type of things, you know, just printing cards and finding deals and whatever. And so I came across this place where I can print cards for a cent. Am I right? $0.1, that's a cent, right? A cent per card. I have 17 decks printed. And then each one of them card costs 1 cent. Okay. By the way, I did it because I want to see the differences, right? I want to test it out. I go crazy. You don't have to go crazy. If you want to buy a deck, it's probably like what? 1 cent times 100. What is that? $10? You don't have to go crazy like me. I wanted to go crazy. That's why I printed these. Okay. I ordered 7 of these. And then these are good quality proxies. They're in my hands right now. I just opened them up. I cannot wait to see what they look like. And what's up, River? What's up, everybody? So this right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 decks right here in a single package. Let's see this real quick. Okay, I'm gonna explain to you as I pull out these cards, all right? How these cards work. Again, you want to find the best balance between costs and the effect, right? You want to find the best cards, best prints, but not the most expensive ones, because that defeats the whole purpose. You could have just buy new cards. Okay, so here it is. First of all, first impression, they feel great. They feel like real cards, all right? And then let me explain to you why it's white on the back and then printed in the front, all right? So obviously, first reason, you have to distinguish this between the real card and the proxies, right? Because they can look very similar to each other. And this is a very direct way to tell. This is a proxy, and this is a real card, right? So, you know, we'll compare these a bit. I don't know if I can find similar cards, like the same cards, and that might be the best comparison. You know, you can see the colors and printing. But anyway, so let's open this up real quick. I'm not sure which deck one is, so let's put this aside. Okay, so upon close inspection, these look crazy. Okay, I'm looking at it in front of my face. These look pretty crazy. All right, they're a little muted, meaning they don't look as glossy They don't shine as much as the real cards, which I'm totally fine with. You know, it's just the finish, right? It's just the finish, really. But they feel like, okay, they feel really close. Now, this feels like just a tiny bit thinner than the actual magic cards. Okay, and I'm gonna show you here. So I don't know if you can see from the camera, all right? These look insane. They feel insane. They feel like they're real cards, but they're not. Okay? They can definitely pass for good proxies. If I put these in a sleeve, you won't even tell I'm playing with proxies. And then the crazy part that I'm surprised about with these cards is the clarity of the image. All right, the clarity of the text that's on each card. Oh, I love these islands. Look at these. Yeah, these are cool, good looking islands. Okay, so those are basic lands right there. So this is unbelievable, right? The quality of this proxy card right here is insane. Okay. I'm gonna try to see if I have the same card, the original version and the proxy version, so I can do a side-by-side comparison. But it's really hard because all of these decks that I ordered to print, they're like very expensive, very good cards that I don't have, right? So I might not find. Oh, this one right here. I remember this guy. Or the Commander's, right? So these two cards, I do have the original version of these two cards, so we can do a comparison with these. I pulled them out. Pretty sure I had them in the deck. But again, we're playing Magic on a budget, right? I'm not complaining. I am not complaining. This is okay. So this is the deck. This is my deck right here. So these are real Magic cards. I keep calling them real. These are real cards too, but you know what I'm saying. Okay, so let me look through them. We're looking for a Commander Sphere. Signet. So I definitely have them in this deck of mine. Okay, so this is Arcane Signet. Then we have Commander Sphere. Pretty sure it's in here. The heck? Pretty sure I've seen it in my deck. I gotta have it somewhere. Okay. Gotta have it somewhere. Man, Magic 9 will go crazy with these decks, I'm telling you. They will go crazy hard. Yeah, there's a fly. Fierce. Soul Ring, that's not it. Do I not have Sphere? Crazy. I thought I had one. Maybe in another deck. You know what? Let's just look at this one card first. Arcane Signet. Okay. This should give us a really good idea of how good these proxies are. Another thing is you want to really keep them organized, not like me throwing them around. But that's the whole authenticity part. All right, let's take a look. So what I have here, 2 cards. All right, these 2 cards right here. One is a proxy, another one is real. Now let's take the real one out of the sleeve. Definitely you will see after a month. Okay, guys, I can't read the chat and then do this at the same time, so you gotta bear with me. Okay, welcome all of you. So what are we doing here? And we're doing a little comparison. All right, the color is gonna look a little different, and then that's understandable, right? Because you know, what do you expect? This card right here costs a cent. This card probably costs, I don't know, 25 cents. But let's look at the. Let's just look at the details. All right, I have to get close for this one too, because just looking at from the screen, the only difference I can see between these cards are the slight color difference, right? Slight color shift between the 2 cards. Besides that, I know that okay. So there's another way. Oh, this one doesn't have it. It's the magic little foil shiny thing that, I mean, proxy obviously would not have that, right? Okay, so let's take a close look at these 2 cards. All right, see what the differences is. And you know, in terms of, man, I have to take a close look here under the light, right? Okay, so if I put it up this close, yes, I can tell some differences, right? It's not as clear, the printed fonts, the text, whatever, and then the detail, it's just a little bit blurry. Yeah, it's kind of like you put a fog filter in front of a photo, just slightly, very, very minimal. Very minimal. You can't hardly tell, really. Truly. Okay. So I don't know how well that will translate to your screen, but there's just a very slight hint of haze on the proxy version, right? Again, this one costs 1 cent. This is probably 25 cents. This is a real card. This is the proxy card right here. Just a very slight difference. You can't tell the difference unless you're up this close. Your face, really. And have them side by side. Yeah. Unless you have them side by side and up to your eye, it's really hard to tell the difference. The color is going to be a little muted on some end. Okay, so let's look at the finish real quick. All right. So, you know, see there's a little shine to the real card, but there's not really a shine to the proxy. All right, so the finish is a little different. Okay, the finish is a little different right here. But if I put both of them into a sleeve, this will pass. as a card. I mean, we'll just play with this. You know, it'll be part of your deck, and then if you're playing it, it will not bother you. That's the biggest part. You know, it will not bother you to have a card like this. Although, I do want to say, now I'm feeling it a little bit more. The actual magic card is a little bit more firm than the proxy card. And you know what? The firmness. Okay, hold on. When I'm banned them, the firmness feels the same. The thickness of the card is what could possibly give it away as well. Because the proxy card right here is a little thinner. Just maybe like a sheet thinner. What if I put 2 of these in there? Would they feel better? You know what? That honestly feel really close. Yeah, that feel really close. That feel really, really close. So 2 of these probably have the thickness of 1 magic cards. All right, this is gonna be really hard to show on camera. All right. It might not make sense too, but trust me. Okay, so can I? If they press these really tight together, right? If I bend them like this, having 2 of these in my hand, the strength feels very similar to the real card. Okay, but that doesn't. It does not matter really when you put them into a sleeve, right? When you put these proxy cards in sleeve, yeah. I'm gonna put 100 of them into the sleeve and then shuffle them, see how I feel, right? Because that's when you can feel the cards the most, is when you put them in the sleeve and shuffle them. I'll show you what kind of decks I got. All right, some of these decks cost tens of thousands of dollars if you want to pick up the real card. Since I got the proxy, they're like $10 per deck. So for me, more important for me to be able to join the game than not being able to play at all. All right. What's up? Go taking. What are we doing? Welcome, guys. Welcome. I can't look at the chat as often as I want. All right, doing something serious here. Okay. So, cards are serious. Oh yeah, cards are serious, Timothy. 100%. not as serious. I'm just saying. We're gonna play some game after. Okay. But game's gonna wait. Magic card comes first. I know David is watching on YouTube. Okay. So this is one deck that I got. Some of y'all might know what kind of card that I got. What kind of deck I got. All right. Also, the finish, the cutting of these proxies. Right here. So if you see the finish right here, they actually are pretty good. Nicely, neatly cut. All right. Does not feel rough. The corners are rounded pretty much. Obviously, there's some imperfections. Probably it was caused by my delivery services, but you know, that does not matter to me in the slightest. Let me move these out of the way. And then compare the ones I printed versus this. You know, I'll pick the proxy cards that I can buy versus the one I printed all day long. I'm not gonna invest in some ink printer to print these cards myself. I mean, I'm just gonna order these. Okay, saves me time. I don't have to cut them myself. It does not drive me nuts if I don't get them cut. Right. Yeah. Let me put these away. Okay, so this is the first deck that I got. It's from, what is this guy? Sakishima of Thousand Faces. Okay, I actually have the original card of this card in different art form. All right, this deck is a mono blue deck that I really want to try out, try to learn, because I had the original card, so I wanted to make a deck. But apparently it's a little pricey. I don't have all the cards. I don't have a huge collection. Okay, so this one, Prosper. Okay, I play a lot of Prosper. That's the commander. Okay, and then this deck right here is just a better version. I actually have, the other day on the stream, I realized I have this just because of Will, right? This card single-handedly costs $30. So worth 3 of these decks, that single card if you want to buy it. Real, right? Okay, where's the... Did they mess with my cards? Where's my commander? Hoping to see the commander on the top. Also, all of these proxies, you could... Oh, right here. So I have the real card of this guy right here. Right, this is the commander for this deck right here. But this deck has the strength of this power, the power level of this deck is higher because of some of the cards. I'm looking forward to play with this card right here. This deck right here, okay? You can abuse these. Alright, versus the real cards, you might have a harder time to abuse because these are cheap. Okay? Haha. Here comes a really salty deck. I also have this card, Commander. Alright. But the rest of the deck costs a lot to actually build. So the best way was for me to proxy them. Wow, they feel good. Like when I touch these cards, they actually feel like real cards. Alright. They feel slightly different. Oh, I've never seen this print of Sol Ring before. Good looking. But yeah, they told me, I told them, can I pick a specific print art? And then they told me yes, if I can send them the file, the images in PDF, which that's what I did for some of them. Well, these 3 decks, they're random. All right, they're all random artwork. Whatever they had in their database, they just used. Oh, I've never. Oh, this guy right here. Wait, is he like the? Okay, this is a very famous commander. Although, you know what? This is not the guy. Yeah, okay, so these decks, so this decks, for example, right here, I might have to reconstruct this deck a little bit because I sent them the deck list, so they just pulled whatever version with the same name card, and then they just printed them. All right, so these are not specific cards that I wanted. For example, the commander actually is not the commander that I. It's this. It has the same name, I think. Wait, is it Kinect? Am I tripping? Am I tripping? Let me see this. Called. See, this is a totally different card than the one I was looking for. Bruh. They might, I don't know, they might have made a mistake. I will check with them later. But yeah, you want to specify, you want to send them the image to get the correct cards printed. All right. Okay, over here, this one. What is this one right here? Oh, this is a big one right here. Storm. Okay, let me tell you. This card is $50 right here. Used. Pretty sure. Yeah. That's how I went with the printed version. Yeah, but this deck is gonna be very strong. I already know. I do have to go through them, like the whole list, to see if they got every single card right. All right, so these right here that I tested earlier, so these are all printed with the deck list without telling them which specific card that I need. All right, so it might run into some slight error of different versions of card, right? So for example, this one. But yeah, overall, I mean, this card right here, it looks so good. I can pull this card out and make my own deck with this card. I just put it in the sleeve. It looks so good. All right, here I have 7 more decks. All right, 7 more decks. That I actually organized and then send them personally my specific need of the card. So these should be flawless. Okay, right here. These should be flawless. Again, if I was to buy all of these decks right here with the actual money, I can probably buy half in a house here in Hawaii if I spend real money buying these cards, right? Oh, they actually packed this thing well. I'm really excited about some of these decks because I spent some time organizing them. Okay, this is something else. So proxies, right? You can use these at home, playing with your friends, family matches, right? Yeah, obviously you don't take these will not pass at actual Magic tournaments, right? Okay, wow, these are crazy. put these aside. A little bit more room. Oh, yeah, this one's gonna be good. Clear? This deck, I'm telling you, about to go crazy. This deck is about to go crazy, I'm telling you. Okay, so I handpicked every single of these cards. And then I send them the PD. Okay, so there's a Japanese version card. I might have to look it up. Myself, I'm not too sure about the meaning of the card, but I will surely look it up for. And yeah, I handpicked all of these. Asked them to print. Okay, this card. How beautiful these card arts are. It's just, man. The frick. Oh, they gave me like. Yeah, I remember adding some basic lands in here, but I'll swap them out, right? Okay. Oh, I also remember I have some double-sided cards that they also have printed in here for me, right? So we'll go through those. Telling you, they just feel so good in my hand. They feel so good in my hand. Let's see this card right here. It's so sick looking. You're not gonna be hard to find some of these cards. I'm telling you. Okay, so I actually have this card here, the real card. All right, let me see the double-sided cards. The double. Okay, so if I wanted the backside to be printed, I would actually need, what's the word, to pay double the price, which is like $20, right, each deck, but that's still cheap. Oh, you know what? I think I know what they mean by double-sided. They include both sides. Did they? Is this card supposed to be double-sided? Right, like this. Okay, I gotta look this up. Because I'm not 100% sure how each one works, but we'll look into that in a little bit. Okay, so this deck right here is crazy. If you want to read what this commander does, right? When this thing attacks an opponent, you might put an angel, demon, dragon creature card from your hand onto battlefield tapped and attacking that opponent. Yeah, so basically insane. Okay. Do I have Pokemon cards? I don't have Pokemon cards, bro. I used to when I was very young, but I don't have Pokemon cards anymore. But you could print Pokemon cards this way as well. Okay. Now this one I was looking forward to too. My little dino deck with all the dinosaurs. This one will be fun to play with, I'm telling you. Oh yeah. Okay, this card's from Fallout. Okay, if you look at the art, yeah, that's from a Fallout collection. Oh, crazy. Can't believe I have these cards in my hand, you know? I actually can't remember. I know actually no, I do. I do know the commander from this deck. Do I have it? Oh look, Captain America. Where's my commander? I have to look through it. Might be this guy. Anyway, that's my dino deck. You put it aside real quick. And this one right here, what is this? I do not remember what this one is. Oh, never mind. I remember. It's not in order, but where's the commander? Let me pull the commander and put it on top, so I know which deck is which. Where's the commander? That's the thing. You have like more than 100 card. It's really okay. So right here. So this is the card that sold for 2 million. The ring. And Post Malone bought the card, right, for 2 mil. There's only one copy of this card in the world. Now I have a proxy copy of this card. Where is my commander? I am a little confused. Oh, right here. This guy. Okay, so that's this set right here. Running out of space here. Start sleeving these cards. Also got some sleeves that's coming in today, so be sleeving up. So this deck, okay, so it's a blue and black. Okay, do I know the commander? Where's the commander? I do. Okay, so it's the fairy deck, I think. Hold on, let me look for. Let me look for my commander. Oh, this deck was kind of popular on the website that I looked at. And I went through all the cards. Where's the fairy? Where's the fairy? Fairy. Fairy. I don't see a fairy. Is this the fairy deck? This is. I'm 100% sure because of the color. And the creatures. See some fairies. Right here. Alela. Alela? However you say her name. Right here. Very strong deck. And then there's 3 more. They did a good job packing these card decks, you know. Props to them, really. Okay, 3 decks. Very excited to show you what these decks are. Okay, so first of all, one is this one. Might be the werewolf, is it? Yep, it's the werewolf one. Find the commander real quick. I actually have this card, real one. Should be really easy to identify. The commander. Yep, right here. Oh, right. This one is double-sided one. I can show you. Right. So this guy is double-sided. Very strong deck. from what I've seen, right? I never play with these, but we'll test these out during one of the family magic nights. Love this art. And then this one is, you already see, captain. What does that mean? There's only one captain, technically, in the world of Magic. It is a collaboration between Magic and Marvel, and the superhero from Marvel that I hate the most. Actually, he's not who I hate the most. Winter Soldier is the one I despise the most. He's probably like second to last. There we have Captain America, first Avenger. Now this guy, I'm telling you, is crazy strong in Magic. All right, not so much in the movies, but he's very strong in Magic: The Gathering. I'm glad I got him. And what's this one right here? Just can't remember what this one is. We'll look through it. Oh, you know what? Ah, it's green. I know who it is. What's her name? She is, I think she's from Lord of the Rings. If not, I'm not mistaken. There it is. She is from the Lord of the Rings. Wait, Lord of the Ring or Lord of the Rings? Lord of the Ring, right here. This is about to be a very fun deck. I think my wife might like it. Do I have some double-sided carding here? I'm sure we have double-sided card. They probably didn't print them double-sided. They print them side by side. I have to put them together. All right. Again, let me just tell you how excited I am to play with these decks. Proxy is the way to go. All right. These cards, you also have to find the right factories, the right people who can print. Oh, this card is expensive too. I think like $100 or something. Oh, right here, this is my commander for this dinosaur deck. You need to find the right people. I think I found the right people to print cards. I also know another friend. So these decks right here, they're all from one friend of mine. And I also know another friend of mine. They print double side, a little more expensive on the pricey end, and they can also print foil. Now these guys, this friend right here, they don't print foil. But the other friend does. But what can I don't have any complaints. Besides that, I should probably send them my own decks with my own images instead of sending them a deck list so I can get the correct cards. But that's on me, right? Again, Magic, for me, I'm not a hardcore collector. All right, like my uncle, if you watched my vlog last time, he like actually bought packs to open. He probably has a collection over like, I don't know, 5 grand, over probably close to 8-10 grand of collection of Magic cards. So he's hardcore. I don't have that type of luxury. So this is how I do it, right? Well, we get high quality proxies that I don't want to get some low quality proxies like the ones I printed from Office Max. Nothing wrong with this. I mean, if this is the best you want to do. But again, why would you even go for this, right? This right here, I printed 100 of them, right? With these sheets at Office Max. It cost me $15. These high quality proxies only cost me $10 per deck. And cutted, beautifully printed, right? Sized. I wouldn't even print my own. I would just go to my friend and pick up one of these decks, you know? So let me know what you think, and then let me know if you want to pick one of these decks up. Maybe I can hook you up, right? Just crazy. It's crazy. What's the downside? There's no back. I mean, you can order back if you want to. You just have to pay like double size for each card, double the price for each card, right? And this costs like 1 cent plus shipping. I counted shipping in here, right? 1 cent, but I didn't count handling fee. But that's another story. But I'm telling you, this go crazy. 100 cards like this, highly printed, high quality proxy. I can play with this. I can just put them in sleeves, guys, and then play with them. Look how beautiful. And then, you know, this is obviously you want to see the back because the sleeve, right? You're gonna have sleeve back. You're not gonna see the card back anyways. You put them in the sleeve. It's good to go. I'm honestly in shock. I'm gonna sleeve these decks. This is crazy. All right. Well, let me know what you think. I'm gonna take these to the family magic night. I have I have probably 7 playable decks, and then the other 5 I have to go through them a little bit. One of them probably is not playable because we have the wrong commander. But again, I'm blown away. I'm blown away, truly. All right. I'll catch y'all later. What's Captain America doing here? Does proxy mean okay? Oh, let me answer you guys real quick before I end the video. So Yu-Gi-Oh cards, yeah, I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh cards as well. So these magic cards are proxies. They're not fake cards. They are just if you sell these, not telling people they're proxies, then they're considered fake cards. Okay. But if you play it with your friends, with your homies at home, oh, this is totally fine. And I don't want to have these low quality looking proxies that I printed myself from home Office Depot that I had to cut myself. That's why I bought these from a friend of mine. Right, $10 per deck. Crazy value. And then proxy is actually used sometimes in real tournaments. So if you lose a card, if you're playing like a real tournament, your referee might actually give you a sub card that's a proxy. But yeah, I'm not taking these to tournaments. I'm playing this with friends, with families, right? This is what the purpose of these cards will be, and then they will do a very good job serving that purpose. Was this just a small show cause stream? Why am I that late? Oh no, you're not late, bro. We actually haven't started the actual stream yet. I'm just unboxing these, and I want to make a video, right? So I can post them, tell people about this awesome product I just got. And I'm actually gonna end the stream, and then come join back to me again. Is that my wife behind me? Nice try. She's working. But yeah, I'll see you in a bit. I'm gonna have to sleeve all of this. It's gonna take me what 1200. Gonna take me 1200 sleeves to sleeve these decks. Anyways.